Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is use the coarse side of my stone. I'm going to get the stone a little bit wet, and then also bring in my axe. And get that a little bit wet. And try to just keep the water on low the entire time. You want to match up the angle right like that. So you're putting, just really the edge on the sharpening stone. And you just kind of work in circles. Just back and forth across the blade. What that lets you do is get both directions, so you don't have to sit there. Which you could do, but I just find this more effective. And I'll just go back and forth for a little bit. And re-wet the blade a little bit. It looks like we're just missing a little bit down at the bottom, so I'm just going to make sure I hit that. Yeah, that's better. And we'll do it on the other side too. Okay, and then we'll move to the soft side, or the fine side. So again, get it wet, and just repeat the process. It's going to be coming along and kind of smoothing out what we did with the coarse side. And like Nath said, we just want to get it wet occasionally to clear off all the metal that we're shearing off. And now you can see the scratch marks are a lot finer. Missing a little bit up here. Pretty good down there though, so we'll just kind of resolve that one more time. And yeah, there we go. Now we'll switch to the other side. The key here is just to kind of, I put pressure with my thumb constantly. That way, that side of the blade is always being pushed down, and I'm also not relying too much on my arm since it's doing the moving. And if you look on the blade, we're kind of getting a little bit up into the actual body of it, but that's not a big deal. Like you said, we want a thinner profile anyway, so all that does is thin it out for us. Just a little bit more up top. It's pretty good. Feeling kind of sharp. It'd probably be okay to throw with right now, but I don't think it's going to give us the bite we want, which is why we're going to finish with the diamond block. Alright, so this is my diamond knife block. I got it at Home Depot. This is not quite what you would see with like a professional chef. Theirs are going to be entirely sharpening material instead of having like these cutouts in the middle of it, but for 20 bucks, what do you expect? So I'm just going to get it a little bit wet. And then I like to set it right here next to my water just so I have it there. Alright, so bring in our axe. This is wet. I'm going to get the axe wet a little bit just because I want to. And then I kind of just constant pressure with my fingers, turning it this way as I go back and forth. And those back and forth strokes is what gives us that nice sharp edge. So I'll go back and forth, I don't know, maybe 5-6 times on both sides, and then I'll switch sides. And if you look here, you can kind of see the dark water starting to pool. That's the metal shavings that we're taking off. And if it starts to move, I just put my fingers down there and it's no big deal. I can put enough pressure by just turning it for it to not be a big issue. And if we turn it, you can see the marks on the blade are starting to disappear. We're getting that nice smooth steel edge all across it. So I'm going to wash that side off, wet the other side, clean off my block a little bit, then put it back down. For this one I like to come towards me just because it's easier to hold. And once again I'll go back and forth 5 or 6 total times. Clean it off, and starting to feel pretty good. So what I might do now is just kind of a slicing motion, just to finish it off a little bit. We're starting to get close to the edge. So just again, keep cleaning it off and go back and forth until you think it feels sharp enough. I'll come in even and kind of do a little bit of this where I vary the angle of the axe just to kind of get a good blend throughout here, so I'm not focusing too much on one part of the axe accidentally. And there we got a pretty clean edge, no real visible scratches. It's starting to feel really sharp. I think once we go the other way, that'll be enough. Clean my hands off, we'll come back. And I'm just gonna oh yeah. Now it's an edge that I wouldn't want to run my finger along. I think maybe a little bit more here and we're good. Just a little bit more pressure. And that's all it takes. We got a good solid edge now, ready to go throw tonight.